Hello YouTube, Brent Peeler here with you. Coming to you from Dumaguete City. I'm just sitting here in at the casa, just chilling. Got a nice, peaceful, beautiful Wednesday night. Can't believe the dogs not raising hell. The roosters ain't crowing. So I thought I'd make this little video to talk to y'all a little about dating sites here in the Philippines. Dating sites anywhere. I don't care if you're in Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, back in the States. You really want to use caution when you get on one of them things. And yes, there's a whole it's a whole different ball game here in Southeast Asia than it is, say, back in the United States. You can be on a dating site for months back in the United States and not get no action. And if you do, it's not the action you want. Here, as soon as you fill out a little as soon as you sign up, you're just going to get flooded and flooded and flooded and flooded. I'm talking about profile after like after like after like. But you got to be careful, folks. Number one, you want to be careful when it comes to the photos, because with all this photoshopping, all this filter shit, man, whoever invented filters, I wish somebody would take him out behind the bar and just whoop his ass, folks, because there's nothing worse than you spend all this time talking to a Filipino or something, and you finally meet up, and the girl looks nothing like her photos. I'm talking about, you see this beautiful, sexy-looking Filipina on all her pictures. You're talking to her. They can even. Some people said, yeah, that's why you video chat them. No, there's filters on the video chat too if they want to. And with all this AI technology, you just never know till you show up at Starbucks and you're talking to a scarecrow instead of a damn, you know what I mean? You just really want to be careful. I'm not saying that all of them do it, but I'd say 99% of them. Of course, nobody's going to show their worst photos. You know, everybody's going to show their best ones, but by golly, show one from this year. Don't show one from what you look like 10 years ago, or what you know what I mean? And that's what you're going to run into. You're going to run into some that you think are this big, and when you meet them, they're this big. And some that you're going to meet that some you'll never meet, because they're just scammers. They're in it to win it. They're in it for money. And 90% of them hope that you never come over here. And especially if they're getting a little money out of you now, what good are you over here? And so you get your hopes up, you come all the way over here, if you do finally come over here, and they've got two options: either just not show up, not talk to you again, and this could go all the way up to when you're getting on the plane, and then you get here and there's nobody here to meet you, or nobody. I mean, she just ghosts you, and you will never find her again. It's just, you hear stories like this all the time, folks. I can't stress it enough. Like I say, the video deal, they can put some shade on them videos too. I mean, there's filters that make actually, I don't know how they do it, but they'll do it. And another deal is, if any of them go to talking about money right off the bat, or ever, not right off the bat, ever. If they ask you for money, shit, get out ASAP, as soon as possible. Me now, even if you see them in person, if a girl asks me or hints that she needs money, shit, I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball, folks. I'm glad that I'm not doing no dating deal anymore. I actually met Charina on a dating app, so I'm not saying that that you can't do it. I'm just saying that it's work. I went through. I don't know. I played on that app for a long time before, I finally settled down, or finally met somebody that I thought I had something in common with, or whatever. Because you just don't know. You just really don't. So that's why I say the best way to do it is probably come over here, get your boots on the ground, meet them in person. That way, hey, if you don't want to chase them because of anything, because of the personality, because of the way they look, because of whatever, then you don't chase them. But when you put all that time and effort into dating one, or you're talking one online for however long, and it turns out you're talking to Andrew Tate, they could be really frustrating and really depressing. So my advice is come over here, take it slow, do a lot of traveling, see as much of the Philippines as you want to see before you're ready to settle down. And I know everybody coming from the West. I know the dating scene over back home, folks. I'm not preaching to you. Because I know what it's like. It's probably your number one mission when you come over here. But keep this in mind too, that there's a lot of Philippines to see. And before you come over here and fall in love, I suggest you seeing as much of it as you can, because of course it's fun taking a Filipina, going on vacations with them, going here, going there. But it costs you half as much if you go by yourself. That's all I'm saying. Go check out as much as you want to see before you settle down. Just take it slow, and that's when you're going to meet somebody that you're really compatible with. Is if you don't rush in and you're not. I hear people coming all the time, or I hear people's stories all the time that they've got a girl waiting when they get here. Hell, picks them up at the airport. That's got to be one of the most uncomfortable, or one of the most scariest things that I can think of is if you've never met somebody. I can see how it's exciting too. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I would prefer to come over here and do it in person, because you get off that plane, you're no longer on vacation. You're in a relationship. And you're probably getting met with her and her family and everybody else, and it's I'm sure that you'll pick up like you've known her for a year or however long you've been talking to her. So I can see where there's benefits to it, but I can also see where it could be bad. You could come over here and be stuck in a relationship that you realize you just really don't want to be in. So, like I say, my suggestion is come over here, take it slow. Don't be talking to Andrew Tate online and thinking that you got a good woman. I was talking to a guy today that thought he had one. Been talking to her online, and then she hinted at him. She needed a little money, didn't have no food, didn't have no money to eat, and this guy was tore up, and he's over here. It's not like he come all the way from the States to meet this girl. He was already over here, and he was still tore up. I'm like, dude, there's way too many fish in the sea to be, worried about one. I mean, he was actually down about it. But I get it. And like I say, this is not relationship advice, because I know there's lots of good ones on there to be found. But I just think that you're better off coming over here and doing it yourself. Matter of fact, when I first got here, or maybe the second, when I came back from Vietnam, my YouTube channel was kind of taking off, and one of these dating sites sent me a message, wanted me to promote their dating site. And first I thought it was a scam. I thought this somebody's, but no. I messaged them back and forth, and they was wanting to pay me to put ads up on my videos, and I finally just said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to my viewers. One, because I know there's so much bullshit on there. I don't want to have anything to do with anybody getting scammed and helping promote anything like that. And this is probably one of the legit companies that's over here, but there's too many. There's scammers on all of them, folks. It's not just one. It's not, is this one better than this one? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I used one, and like I say, I had luck with it, but I also had to weed through a lot of snakes on there, a lot of scammers, a lot of bullshit. And that's the good thing. You can usually see the bullshit pretty quick. I'm talking about within the first 24 hours. They're either you can just tell. Your gut tells you that, hey, or they'll just come out and ask you for money, or ask you for this, or if they want to know how much you make, and that's none of their damn business. That's a shit. Just get out of it as soon as you can, folks. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Just swipe left or whatever the hell you do, X her out, and go on to the next one. And my suggestion is too, don't chase them. If you're on this island and one from another island I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying be careful. Don't go to chasing them. They'll run you plumb ragged, folks. And you know, who's to say that when you get to that island, y'all are still going to be talking? I know there's lots and lots and lots of success stories. Probably 90% of the people that are with Filipinas or met people probably met them online, and even me. But I'm just saying there's a lot of bullshit, and I just want you to be careful. Don't give no money. I don't care how long. You've dated her. If you hadn't seen her, you're not in a relationship. You've got a pen pal. You don't have a girlfriend. You've got a pen pal. I don't care if you're video calling. I don't care if you talk to her twice a day, every day. Blah 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 bullshit. That's what inmates do back in the States. You know, they just go fishing, and some of these pathetic girls. I mean, what in the hell does an inmate got to offer you? You know, I mean, other than needing money put on his books, and just reverse that, and you'll see. What good are you to her if you're not over here, other than putting money on her books? And I don't know. I'm not telling anybody how to live their lives. I'm telling you, yes, you can have success doing it. Just be careful, because, like I say, probably 90% of the people that are over here probably met their girlfriend or significant other online. So it does work, but I guarantee you that most of them, if they was to be honest, they would tell you that they had to go through some bullshit to find the one that they're with now. So keep that in mind, and I don't know. That's all I got for now, folks. Y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave a comment. I appreciate listening or reading all the comments. Got nearly 4,900 subscribers now, folks. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Till the next time, this is Brent's Tripping. Peace.